We are here live with Chris Annino on the left. You got the hired gun, Big Joe Helms. And then the one and only Darren McBee, American Gladiators Malibu. And we're here to recap our relaunch of the Veteran Pro Wrestling. We just had an event September 6th in Spring Hill, Florida. September to remember, and I will let them each do a recap of what they thought of the event and what you guys have missed. Chris?
Thank you so much. Yeah, we had a great time, and thanks to our sponsors, First Responder Coffee Company. They make bourbon, they make cigars, they make coffee, obviously, and they're in association with somebody who makes tea. The origin of this story is R.E. Green Beret actually founded this, and it's wonderful because the proceeds from every purchase actually goes to local first responders for training and anything like that. And you know, we had a wonderful time September 6th. We raised some money for Florida veterans, and we're going to be giving that money to them shortly. What was it, about probably 300 capacity. First event, everything went well, great matches, great talent. Yeah, had an awesome time. Joe?
Had a fantastic time coming down here for Veterans Pro Wrestling. As I recall, I believe it was a sellout.
Yeah, it was
The first time around, standing room only, which is very big. Got to get in there and have a match against Brian Idol, beat up some people, jump some people, do what I do, you know.
I remember that.
So, yeah, here we are, you know. So, VPW is going to be strong from here out.
Definitely.
Hand it off to you, Mr. Malibu.
Hey, so this is a super exciting night for me. I've been a fan of wrestling my whole life. That's one of the reasons why I became one of the original American Gladiators by the name of Malibu. And when I talked to Chris and Joe about VPW, I got super excited. I knew I had to be here. One-of-a-kind events launching. It was amazing. Sold out crowd. Capacity. People were losing their minds, right, guys? They were jumping up and down.
Yes.
They were having so much fun. The wrestling was incredible. You should have seen these guys in the ring. Blew my mind. It was absolutely incredible. So myself, I'm also a first responder. I was an LA County Deputy Sheriff for a couple of years and got into the acting scene. Been doing that for about 35 years. I'm also a drug and alcohol counselor, and I'm working with families that their sons, daughters are addicted to drugs and alcohol. And to me, this is a perfect venue. And I know, I told this to Chris and Joe, this is going to take off. Sky's the limit with VPW. We're going to take this all across America because the response was absolutely outstanding, guys.
Yes.
No, it really was. A lot of great matches. Teal Piper versus Natalia Markova. That was the first ever. They never wrestled before prior, so that was the first. So, right here.
Who was it that won the Battle Royal, the over-the-top Battle Royal?
It was the commander from the VFW post. He pushed over, as well as Johnny Faith and Noah Straczynski, all three veterans, and they pushed over your tag teammate, Russian Manimal. Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah.
I don't win very many myself.
Well, fair.
Well, guys, it was a special night for me because I think, as you know, I did a movie with Teal's dad, Roddy Piper, the one, the only, the legend, the myth. And so I got to meet Teal. We had such a really great time. And what a match, huh, guys? She really stood out, had an outstanding match. And that gal she fought, my goodness, she was super tough. Yeah, Natalia. That was awesome. But I got to say something. I watched Big Joe give a guy a chop that I felt from, like, 30 feet away, man. The whole arena shook when he chopped that guy.
It happens.
It was brutal,
I
man.
had a job to do.
And how many times did he? How many times did Chase McCoy get chopped? Oh.
No, he asked for it. He stood up and he wanted another one, and I handed it to him. And I gotta say, it was probably some of the hardest chops I've ever gave. And he just looked at me, but I will say my hand throbbed. That is the first time ever. And I wasn't trying to kill him. I was just trying to wake him up just a little bit. And it was insane, you know. So I went from chopping to punching.
I mean, you can hear the collective gasp from everybody in there. It was like a mini earthquake.
I mean, if you're gonna do them, you might as well do them right. I
Go
mean,
big, baby, or go home.
Yeah, I swung for the fences on those. He was gonna pay for it.
Then they had, I guess, Markova was managed by Tiffany Mellon, my favorite person. I absolutely love this person. Tiffany was there, and I absolutely loved. She came out of retirement after 40 years.
40 years.
30.
Yeah, 35, 40 years.
35 years.
Who knows?
Awesome. Great to have her there.
And what was her background?
A lot of things, including glow. And I
Yep.
can't talk about the rest.
A bounty hunter. She had a
Yep.
bounty hunter show for a
Was you able to
while.
help her get her bags back to the dressing room?
I throw them, and then she caught them. So, moving on to the next match. Let's talk about the Battle Royale again. We had a six-man championship for the AIWF US Tag Team titles, the inaugural AIWF US Tag Team titles, which I'm having right here, and they smell nice. And you guys jumped us after. Much respect.
What you mean by you guys?
You and I don't know.
Yeah, but I got the pleasure, guys. I had the pleasure of throwing out the Manimal, that freak show that came out. You were picking on a poor old lady and her husband. He got freaked out.
No, he got thrown.
Oh my God.
No, he really fell too.
Yeah, he went down.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Very bad. And so yeah, Pitbulls came out with the Jesse Neal, and Austin Aries decided to break his retirement, and he came out of retirement.
Yeah, and he came to save, and he did come and save the Pitbulls and Jesse Neal from the beatdown from the Russian gangsters.
Yeah.
So he came out of nowhere, and everybody was so ecstatic with that.
Oh, I was ecstatic because he hit me with the flag.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he hit me in the stomach with the American
I
flag.
couldn't see because your guy was hitting you in the head.
No, it
Fist.
happens. It happens.
Oh, so we are getting comments.
Oh, we are.
Yep. So
Nice.
you might know this person. He will be showing up in January at our next event. Francisco Rueda, also known as Super Crazy.
Oh my God.
He said, "Hola amigos, greetings from Japan." Another good friend of mine, which I brought him into a couple events.
Got to be on a show with him back in late March.
Yes.
Late March.
Yep. And wasn't that a fun one?
That was a fun one.
No, it was
It
fun.
was fun for me.
But yeah, that was. We're not gonna go there.
Is that the one? Oh.
Yeah, yeah, you know the one.
Make a match out of nothing.
Oh
I can
boy.
say that. I had to make a match out of nothing.
We need blue chippers. We need blue chippers.
Let's see. Ben Wolf. American Gladiators was a great show,
Yes.
and it will be back on. So
Yeah, hey, look out for the new reboot that's coming up. I think The Miz is going to be one of the hosts on the show, but Johnny Ferraro, who put the show together, has brought this amazing team back. You guys got to see it. It's going to be great. But I absolutely love the original. Come on, there's nothing like the original.
No.
OG American Gladiator.
Right.
I used to sit up and watch it as a kid,
Yeah.
man. I absolutely loved it.
I had insomnia, so I had to watch.
let's see. Ben Wolf says hello from North Carolina. Let's see. Darren says, "What's up, Emil?" Nothing much. These are a few of my good friends, part of Veteran Pro Wrestling. Joe is an indie wrestler based out of
Springfield, Missouri.
Springfield, Missouri. Chris, he's He's everywhere. He's just everywhere. Yeah, he's just everywhere. And my buddy Malibu is from Los Angeles. Let's see. Tim Moody says hello, and he's the one from Maine.
Oh, Maine. I love Maine.
Yeah, he's the one that is looking into bases up there.
That's good.
Awesome.
That's awesome, man.
Make sure you serve us lobster dinner when you come out there, okay? I heard it's off the hook, right?
Not a red lobster either.
So if you guys want to take a look, we are selling 8x10s, which they are right there. You can see you got Malibu. You got the 5 for Malibu. So do you want to explain the 2 right ones? Because they know the American Gladiator ones.
You guys know the American Gladiators. This is from Mortal Kombat Annihilation. You may remember me as Motaro, the Centaur. Awesome time, awesome time. And this is one of my very first movies I did called Time Barbarian. It's like Conan meets Crocodile Dundee meets Lethal Weapon. I don't know. A lot of fun.
And I will let you guys decide the prices, because I know these great fans are great fans of yours and all of ours. They're great followers of mine, and they are great customers. So, Joe, do you want to show your 8x10s?
All right, I've got, where's my hired gun? There should have been.
Oh, yeah, there's...
I think they're under the back of
Oh,
this.
oh.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Under the back of this one. Here we go. We got the classic hired gun right here.
Federal Hill.
Federal Hill, Rhode Island, baby. So we got that one. I've got the Garbage Pail Kids. Looks like a reboot from the 80s.
Love that picture.
Right there. My big scowl.
That's awesome.
And I also have another gimmick that I use from time to time. Well, most of the time. The Silverback Big Joe Helms.
My personal favorite. That is
And
sweet.
this one is the Retro Respect version. Kind of like the Road Warriors, called the Retro Respect.
Very cool. Very
Yeah. And I've got one with my tag team championship that I held at one time. And so, yeah, I'm all over the United States doing all kinds
You
of
have
stuff.
Harley Race's title.
I do have one where it was called the Harley Race title. It's the New Breed Heavyweight Championship. It actually has the crown on it, and it's an engraved with his initials on it too. Cool. Which, if anybody's interested in those, I can print them out and send them off signed and send them off as well.
And we also do have 3 complete signed from everybody from the event. You got Missy Hyatt, you got Tiffany, you have all the veterans, you got the Real Drago, Bill Alfonso.
Pitbull.
Yeah, Pitbull, Gary Wolf.
That's right.
Well, 3 me.
We have 3 of these. And these smudges were done on purpose, because the Russian Manimal does not like signing, so he messed up a few people's signatures on purpose.
He doesn't know how to sign. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's probably why. But these will be 100 just because there's at least between 15 and 20 signatures. So that's $5 a signature. So we have 3 of those, and they are glossy print. Those are, I believe, 11 by 14 or 11 by 17.
Right. Oh God, you have the NWA US TV champion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brian Idol.
Brian Idol, yeah. And what the heck's his name? Bodybuilder. Aurelia?
Oh yeah, Aurelia.
IFBB Pro Aurelia something.
Yeah, part of the Russian Gangsters, and we also got.
Teal Piper.
Oh yeah, we have Teal Piper
Yeah,
on
dude,
there.
yeah.
Piper.
We got the Rewind Society.
You're only selling for 100?
Only 100 tonight only.
It's a steal.
And you also have Austin Aries on there as well.
Oh yeah.
He
And Jesse.
and Jesse Neal.
Yeah. That's like a $300.
That's at least a $300.
Forgot to mention my Garbage Pail Kid reboot card of myself.
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Very cool.
You can have one of those for
Oh,
a
nice,
second.
man.
Super cool.
You know, you jump in the ring and hit me then.
I'm nice sometimes.
Can't you be like this in the ring?
I haven't been paid.
Oh, Tim Moody says, lobster, let's go. Darren says, are there any multiple photo deals tonight? Yes.
Sure. Absolutely.
The only one that does not have an 8x10 today is Chris, but I can definitely get those for you. Just because he was doing a bunch of stuff over the weekend and we misplaced some 8x10s.
What's wrong with you?
But that's okay. You can buy extra.
Yeah, that's why I buy some from them.
More there.
But we also have some ring worn stuff. We have some. We have a special guest coming later, but we have a used hockey stick that got broken over the Russian Manimal's knee, and then also crushed. Who was it?
Oh god, it was one of the.
Was it Alex?
No.
Or one of the Rewind Society?
No, it wasn't
No?
that. It was whoever the open challenge thing was.
Oh yeah,
So Soviet rules only.
Yes.
Drago was the real Drago, legit Russian. Went again, had an open challenge, Soviet rules only, which basically means no rules at all. So he could basically walk in there and have a grenade, and that's it.
and yep. So we have it signed by the real Drago with 2 pucks.
And Russian Manimal.
And the Russian Manimal, which he'll be coming. Maybe if he's not afraid to talk to people.
I don't want to deal with him.
Yeah, nobody wants to deal with him.
I suggest since he doesn't like the signing things, he just gets a stamp. He just gets a stamp.
There you go.
So I'm gonna ask an easy question. So Chris, what is your background in the entertainment industry?
Oh. The entertainment?
Yeah, like how you got started in wrestling, because I know there's a nice story to it.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. See? Like it. Get him out of his comfort zone.
Alright.
That's your filth.
Yeah.
Alright, so I started in the entertainment industry when I was 7. And I was on a telethon called Jerry's Kids. And we performed, I was a part of this. My mom and dad thought it'd be cool if I signed up for clown school when I was 8. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Because they thought it'd be cool, you know. So, but it was cool. I got to meet Jerry Lewis, and we did a clown scat on there. I don't know what the heck it is, but they showed it on the news affiliate. Anyway, we'll move forward from other things. And then I started to do films, and and then I interned with Stan Lee for Marvel Comics, and I got to work on Iron Man, the first Iron Man, part of it. And then I actually, my first film that I was on, they shot actual film. Actual film. And then I had a couple other, and then they just switched everything to digital. It's like, this stuff's too expensive. So we switched to digital, and then I started working there. And then I went to a place called India. It's over there.
In the West.
Yeah, and it's a country. And I stayed there for a bit, a month. And I worked on this set with this director who was insane. He would use us as sandbags every day because they were just, they treat people like that. And then I lasted long enough, and he said, all right, I'll teach you how to do film. So then I became a first AD on one of his films. And then he taught me how to actually direct film. Ironically, I went to this thing called college. I went to Mitchell College, and I later found out that I spent all that time going to college at Mitchell College and didn't learn anything. So I actually learned more in my internship. So if you ever go to college, especially Mitchell, take internships and you'll learn more. What else? And now I direct documentaries and stuff. And actually, I was in a documentary. I was involved with a documentary called Voices Over the Water. It's about Scotland and how the Scots went to America, and that's up for several Emmys right now. Brian Cox from Braveheart, the movie, he's in it. I got to work with him. The lady from Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah.
She does the voiceover, not the first Indiana Jones, but the other ones that matter. Her, she's in it. I believe soundtrack's done by Kate Taylor, which is James Taylor's sister. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then, yeah, working on documentaries now. I just finished this feature film 4 years ago, and we have a bunch of documentaries. Actually, me and Malibu, Darren, are working on a documentary called Wrestling with Anxiety, which actually, ironically, we shot the documentary, part of the documentary, at the first show. We asked a lot of the pro wrestlers who are veterans, who are also pro wrestlers, what it's like for them for wrestling. They said it's very therapeutic for them. And we're discovering something that pro wrestling is very therapeutic. So rather than things being dark side of the ring so much, it's actually a very positive thing. And I think if we utilize it for what it is worth and surround it with positive people, positive energy, you could actually help build people and create a successful base for people being business people, learning skills. Because pro wrestling's everything. You learn everything. You're an athlete, you're an entertainer, you're a marketing expert, you're everything. You learn this. So, and Darren's been very helpful with this. We actually started shooting it about 6 years ago, and it died off, and then we started talking to Darren and realized we could start shooting this documentary now, and if anything, it was reassuring, because a lot of these guys in wrestling, if you know it or not, a lot of wrestlers are treated poorly.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't be like that. So a lot of actors are treated poorly, and it shouldn't be like that. Promoters and a lot of directors are very abusive. So it doesn't have to be like that. You can actually build them, have a better product, and better everything. So
Building a team. Remember we talked about building a team, a cohesive team
building
of people together.
yeah.
So important.
And ironically, that all happened that night. People that I didn't think would rise up, they did. And things that happened that I never thought would ever happen did. And now veteran pro wrestling really is starting to build a name for themselves just in one night. And honestly, we had people against us because they were threatened when we didn't mean to threaten them at all. It was just more about they didn't feel that it's almost like they had like low self-esteem, so they didn't like us. But we can all work together. That's the thing. It doesn't make sense. That's the problem with a lot of the territories. Which we're not really in territories. That's the problem with the indie scene. Is nobody gets along rather than everyone working together. And a lot of people don't get along. So anyway, that was my thought on it. But.
Okay, so we do have one person that did purchase some. It's for Tim Moody, the one that's trying to help us find a spot in Maine, because we do want to travel.
Sure, thank you too.
So he's going to take either one of the American Gladiators
Okay.
and sign it to Tim,
Good Tim.
and sign it, and he's going to get one from you. It's going to be that white, the white silverback.
What's it, 210?
Yeah, 210. Oh, and guess who hopped on? The real Drago.
Real Drago, man, you know, your guys should have jumped us at all, man. I know what you're up to. So.
Yeah, he's trying to hijack.
Who? Jack?
No, he's trying to hijack.
He's hiding Jack?
Jack came with Jack, if you're out there, we're saying hi. But like, Jack came with like a tuxedo. And he's like,
Yes, that was.
oh my God. He came with that was the guy with the tuxedo. Everyone thought he owned the company. That's the guy you were talking to the whole time? I'm like, no. Joe,
We had so much
not what you
fun.
think. Not what you think, bro.
What's up, Lewis? Yep, so I did put the prices 10 each plus shipping, but it's 2 for 18 or 3 for 25. So, where could you get photos that cheap? So. But signed?
Developed, I don't know. Yeah.
So, Joe, what made you get started in wrestling?
Oh man, I've always wanted to be a wrestler since I was about 12. I used to watch it day in, day out. It kind of passed up my radar once I got to be a senior in high school. Didn't really watch it much anymore. Played football. Actually got into playing arena football in 2007. Played that all the way up to 2021. 15 years, 5 championships. I got bored. There was a independent show close to my house. I used to go watch WLW Harley Race World League Wrestling all the time. It wasn't far. I had a friend, Mark Davis, used to take me all the time. We'd go see Harley and go watch the show. It was just kind of weird because when I go to these shows, people would think I was a wrestler. And imagine that.
Big shock, right?
Further time went on, I got a little older. It's just weird because it's like it was a destined thing because either I would meet a legend or go see a legend and I would get told the same thing. I never tested that, whatever. Still playing arena football. My last year playing, I got bored. I didn't want to play anymore, and so you're like this. I pulled over to the park after working out at the gym, and I sat there in my truck and I had a conversation with God. And I said, God, I don't want to play football anymore. I said, I don't know what I want to do. I don't feel like I'm a normal person. I could go back to building on my classic cars and just, being a dad. But I just feel like I have more to offer. I just have more to give. And I said, God, whatever it is, give it to me now. Let's go. I'm ready. That's awesome. Very next day, I got a call from the promotion that I went and saw. And it was funny because when I went to the show, I was sitting in the front row, bought the last ticket. The very last ticket. I almost didn't go because it was Father's Day. Father's Day weekend. My son didn't want to go. I took myself. And I was getting stared at by everybody. Even the guy that was on the other side of the rail was laughing at me saying, you look like one of the guys that should be over here on this side. And everybody was laughing. And again, I'm like, whatever. Whatever thought in a million years. And so I felt like I was on candid camera because the security and everybody were beaming eyes on me. And lo and behold, their general manager ended up being my trainer, Terry Zeller from the WWF. So I got a call the very next day after I had the conversation with God. Got a message at the gym talking to my friends about how much fun I had, and they said, hey, we didn't realize who you were, but when we found out, how would you like to be a special guest in a 15-man battle royal? And I was like, ever since I was 12. Right. And so I met with them, went and got blood work, the whole 9 yards, because we're commissioned in Missouri, unfortunately. And I went in and started training. I was still training football in the mornings from 6 to 8. I'd go home, shower, get ready to train for 5 hours on Saturday and Sunday. And it was brutal because you can be in the best shape of your life and get in that ring and you're not in shape. You're not in shape. I don't care. You could be a world-class athlete and get in the ring and you're not in shape. You're not in ring shape. It sucked. I hate to say that it came easy to me, but it was pretty simple for me because when I watched wrestling as a kid, I just didn't watch it as like, oh man, it's just so starry. No, I watched it as if I was the people doing the moves and watching it. And I remember back when we were kids, we would put mattresses together in the backyard, and we would like makeshift wrestling rings, and we would tell each other what moves we were doing. We didn't realize that we were actually calling the matches.
That's cool.
And it came to me like a bright light, like, oh, this is what I'm doing, you know. And I hate to say it was easy, but it came fairly easy. I mean, I put a lot of work in, trust me. I paid a lot of money, paid a lot of dues, still pay dues all the time. But it was just one of those things that was like duck to water. And my trainer, he said, Joe, I knew as soon as you stepped through the ropes that you was going to be a wrestler. And so I've been doing it for 4 years as of August 28th. It was 4 years. Just trying to leave a legacy for my kids and my grandkids. And so just going to take it as far as I can. I'm having the time of my life. I don't have to necessarily be on the top of the mountain. I'm having a hell of a time, you know, circling the mountain right now. So
Justin.
that's pretty much it for me, man.
I'll tell you really quickly, I was so impressed by something you said tonight. Because he had this wicked match, and I mean, just beating us not out of each other. And so he's exhausted. He did a great job. I was so impressed. And he gets off, and one of the other wrestlers who really wasn't involved just kind of got on your case a little bit, right? I mean, he's trying to give him a tune-up, and I mean, I love what he said. The guy was really, I guess, trying to help him learn what he says, kind of help you.
Yeah, good. Yeah, just trying to teach me.
Right,
You know,
teach you a little
trying to
bit.
teach me a little.
But I mean, coming in hard, and what I love about what he did was he listened to that constructive criticism. He didn't get angry. He didn't make excuses. He didn't get defensive. He listened to what he said, and that's the sign of a true champion. He learned. I was really impressed by that, so I just want to make sure I give you kudos for that.
And the real athlete, because that's the thing, man. When you have like that mindset of an athlete and athletic training, all three of us have had athletic backgrounds before we went into wrestling. Obviously, you know, Darren, you were American Gladiators, you were racquetball, professional racquetball. You had football. I did strongman powerlifting. I was in the NCAA with lacrosse. But so we all kind of have that mindset of, you know, sometimes the coach isn't nice to you, but they're not nice to you because they didn't get their point across. Because maybe they, I don't know.
They want you to be better.
Well, it's that, but it's also like they don't have there's no HR, like, you know, there's no Dr. Phil moment here. You know, it's
Well,
like,
there's, you know, the guys that are higher up that's been there, they're supposed to help lead the next talent up, and a lot of times it doesn't happen. I told Austin Aries, he was the one that was giving me the criticism, and it was great. I appreciate it. There's a lot of times that I feel like I'm never getting chewed out about anything. I can't be perfect, you know what I'm saying? I can't be doing everything right. No one, you know, gives me the creative criticism because I feel like they're afraid to give it to me.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't learn if you guys don't come to me and say something that your perspective you didn't like, you know, because he could have saw it from this angle, you saw it from your angle, you may saw it from your angle. All three of you guys might come together and go, we don't see each other's perspective. And, you know, I took what he said and listened to it. And, you know, again, I'm one of those people, I get better if someone puts a fire under my butt. You know, coaches in football and everything else, if they're chewing me out about something, then that means, you know, they want me to be better, or they know that I could do better. You know, and it's just one of those things that there's not enough teaching out there for these guys that have already been there, you know. And there's a lot of guys, their egos are too big to want to take the criticism to learn.
That's right.
Me, I'm like short circuit Johnny 5. I need input, man. I'm a spoiler. Give me input. Give me input.
But that's a sign of a true champion. I mean, truly. I was so impressed when I heard that. So, and you too, buddy. You're the same. I mean, I love you.
My trainer, he told me, he said, well, most important thing he said, mouth shut, ears open when they're talking to you. You know, so that's exactly what I did.
so, thank you, Mel. I appreciate it. Only unless it's Angel on the phone.
Oh, you're gonna start already?
She just called me and she's like,
You need to
whatever.
She didn't sound like that when I saw her in Vegas.
Because she's nice to you.
Because she likes you. Maybe she likes you.
Right, she gave me the nice voice that, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It is Christopher.
My friend.
Very good.
So, yeah. You know, but that's what life is. The rest is the same.
So Lewis says hello. Malibu, how was it to work with Roddy Piper?
Oh my goodness. That was one of the highlights of my life. I'll tell you guys a pretty cool story about Roddy. I've worked with a lot of actors over the years, Val Kilmer, Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones, George Clooney, I mean, just a ton of guys. Roddy's been one of my heroes because he was one of the originals, right? I played the bad guy in the movie, and of course Roddy was the hero, and we had this big epic fight scene at the end of the movie. And so I'm asking Roddy, listen, can I pick you up and throw you off my shoulders? And I think he's going, no, don't do that. He goes, yeah, brother, that's awesome. Throw me through that chicken coop over there. It would be awesome. So, and I said, towards the end, I said, I got a really good one. I'll put you over. I said, I'm going to hit you in the stomach, and then I'm going to pull you next to me. I'm going to spit in your face and lick your face. And I think he's going, you're crazy. He goes, oh, brother, that's awesome. I love it. And so he totally loved it. So I got to tell you, he's a consummate professional. We beat each other up, but we didn't hurt each other at all. And it was totally violent. It was a ton of fun. And so, yeah, I have the greatest respect for that man. And let me tell you something else. The one thing I thought was really, really cool, guys. I asked him about his family, and Roddy just went on for 20 minutes about how much he loved his family and what a family guy he was, how much he loved his wife and his kids. He told me about Teal, who I got to meet. So I got the greatest respect for that man all the way around. Consummate gentleman, consummate wrestler, super great guy.
I think you announced her match, didn't you?
Part of it, yeah. And I made a couple comments, yeah.
And then I think Eric did the match.
Eric took it over, right.
And then I think you interviewed her.
Right.
And it's full circle then. That's
Right.
interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was so fun. It was excellent.
And I don't even think she knew that either. When you told her, she was like,
Nicest person ever.
yes.
God, she's getting a human being.
Yeah, she really
Yeah.
special.
And she walked Cutter out the ring on the autistic board.
What's that?
There's an autistic board, she walked out the ring.
Oh, yes.
Cutter.
Yes.
Yep.
That was special.
That was.
That was really special. Really special.
Yeah, we did a lot. We do a lot for the community. We did, and we still do.
Yep.
And people are already asking when the next one is. And our next one's in January, but we already told them if we come back, or if we go back there, we need more chairs because there was too many people looking for chairs that couldn't get them, and they were standing too.
Yep.
Some people couldn't even get them because they weren't allowed.
Right.
There you go.
I know you are.
Let's see. Was the movie Mortal Kombat funny?
It was, I would say yes, it was an action film, but of course it had Roddy Piper in it, so there's a tinge of comedy to it. But actually, to be honest with you guys, if you can find it, which you can, I'm sure you go to YouTube, pick it up, it's called Immortal Kombat, which is a ripoff, of course, of Mortal Kombat, which I was in that one also, but it's got some of the best martial arts in there. We had a guy from back east called Sonny J.J. Chiba. He's one of the greatest swordsmen of all time. He brought his entourage on, and some of the sword work in there is fantastic, off the hook. Great action scenes, a ton of fun, really. And I've done a lot of B films, and this is probably one of the best ones that I've been a part of. And we all got along really, really good. So it was really fun.
It was so good it was an A film.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see. Justin Layton. Hi, Uncle Joe.
Oh, nephew. Hello.
So you never know who's gonna pop up.
Yeah. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why didn't you ever step in as a professional wrestler?
I think you did it.
I did.
I mean, actually, just go for it.
I honestly, it's interesting you asked that question because I just finished doing the American Gladiators, and the whole reason why I did the Gladiators because I love wrestling.
Right.
Love wrestling. So I thought that's a natural stepping stone. I was going to get into wrestling. So I happened to stunt double the immortal Hulk Hogan in a commercial. Now, I don't, nothing like him, obviously, but it was a driving commercial, and he had to slide a car, so I was a stunt driver. Anyways, I got a chance to talk to Hulk, and I asked him about what's the road like, because we're getting ready to do an American Gladiators live tour. We started off in Maine, and we traveled across the United States. So I want to say, what's it like on the road? What's it like to be traveling with guys? Because we're in one of those big rock and roll bus things, you know. So Hulk, let me tell you something, brother. He goes, it's tough. You know, he's telling me about how you're away from your family. It's hard. There's a lot of loneliness in there. A lot of these guys have a tough time. But he said, when it's in your blood, it's absolutely in your blood. So I actually got trained by a guy named Sam Houston, Jake the Snakes, right? You heard of Sam. Sam, one of the neatest guys ever. He came down, he trained me. We had a ball. I had a couple matches. I met Terry Funk that night, and had a couple of matches. Had a good time. I was so green, I made some terrible mistakes. But anyways, I started thinking about it, and I was really going in that direction. They were going to send me up to Canada to train with the Heart Foundation. They were gonna, so yeah, I mean, I'm thinking this is going to be awesome. Well, right then I booked a movie, and so I'm thinking, well, what do I want to do? Do I want to be a wrestler? Or do I want to be an actor? And I thought, for me, I just really love the craft of acting. And the traveling thing, I was a brand new dad. I had 2 girls and a young wife, and I just thought I wouldn't be fair to them to leave them and travel on the road, because one was 15 months old and the other was 3 years old. So it was hard, because I dream about it. I watch you guys out there, and it's just, I get goosebumps, man, literally, because it's so cool and exciting. So that's really the reason, and I think it was a God thing too, because my movie career and commercials and things took off, and I really had a great time doing that. But that's a great question, bro. Thank you.
Let's see. So Darren wants one of these with the anything that you want to put, but then with the character name.
What's the guy? What's his name?
Darren. No personalization.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So just the character name, and then
Okay.
whatever phrase you want.
All right.
And while you're doing that, oh my God, Drago put Motaro was the best part of Mortal Kombat 2.
Really, dude? he's done other things. It's like that Seinfeld episode where he gives him like this computer, and he's like, oh, it counts tips. Drago, he's been in Walker, Texas. He's been Batman. Other things. Ask about Batman.
Hey, Drago, I'll give you your $20 later for that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Other things, Drago.
Lewis asked, this is for all of you. Who was your favorite wrestler of all time?
God, you
go.
Why don't you go? Because I don't want to upset anyone.
Well, I'll be honest, like my favorite wrestler was obviously Hulk Hogan, but my favorite tag team was the Road Warriors.
Yeah, that's why he jumped us.
All right, Chris, you
Like
go.
they didn't have a spike.
Jeez. Oh God, why are you doing this? All right, so like, I can't do one. It's like a mini.
All right.
There's a lot.
All right. I'll give you my top
3.
10.
10? Okay.
Wow.
So, all right, Big Boss Man.
Mm-hmm.
Bret Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Killer Bees, Brian Blair, and Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. I gotta put Pitbulls because Gary will kill me. You did what? And Bam Bigelow.
Okay, we were on the same page.
Okay. Oh, Harley Race. Yeah, because remember when I put the
Yeah, I love Harley.
So I put this the night before. This is true. Because certain people in the locker room said something, and I said, if you don't know who Harley Race is, you shouldn't be on the card. If you don't respect Harley Race, you shouldn't be on the card. And that certain individual kind of understood it was about them. So they were a lot nicer that day. But Harley Race, If anyone's ever seen any of his matches, flawless, amazing. Tough guy. He slammed Andre the Giant at the Boston Garden outside the ring.
That was awesome.
And he lifted him.
Yeah.
He lifted before Hogan did.
Who's Harley Race? Just to see his face, like
How many is this?
6 or 7, yeah.
This is 10. Okay, I'll give. Hold on. Oh, Jazz. Jazz, the female wrestler. Jazz is one of my favorite movies. She's my favorite female wrestler of all
I
time.
saw her in Vegas.
She is amazing.
Yeah, she is.
Watch her matches versus like Just Incredible, or I've never seen anything like that before. It's crazy, ridiculous.
Yeah.
I have to go back to like someone like Owen Hart. The Harts are just mutants. They're amazing. And an Italian Neidhart. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, anything that's a Hart is amazing. I mean, you know, like the Guerreros, they're great.
So something cool I want to talk about real quick is this. So this character right here, when we decided to create this character, the Hired Gun, they come to me, Jason Jones of Mid States, and he said, "Look, I only have an opportunity for you to wrestle as a heel, and I've never wrestled as a heel." And he said, "I'm looking for a Big Bubba Rogers, Mr. Hughes type character." And I said, "Oh, I've got you." So literally, this character was this is what I wore at the club that I worked for 6 years. I mean, minus the tape on my hands, like I was going to kill somebody. But I was a bouncer at a gentleman's club for 6 years, and that's how I dressed at the club every night.
Yeah.
So I just go into basically when I wrestle, I go into bouncer mode. Plus,
There you go.
Plus, wise guys mode with the Hired Gun. So that's kind of the story on that.
And what I loved is that he just came out there. You don't have to say a word. People are like intimidated. And he was telling me he just stopped there and he shoot him a look, and it's like all of a sudden they're about like sinking down in their seat. And they don't know what to do. So that's a great character. Definitely.
It's fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Hogan was a very good influence on the modern wrestling, I believe. What did you think? Because I really feel as though it hit to a point where they didn't really they were going to gyms and they're doing the VFW circuit and they really weren't drawing, and then eventually you needed to have a combination of a wrestler mixed with a rock and roller, mixed with a bodybuilder.
I think Hulk Hogan's character is what created the stardom of professional wrestlers. They always say if you want to be a star, you have to dress like one. You have to look like one. And that guy's charisma and how everything was just larger than life, no matter what it was. His promos were over the top, you know.
He borrowed, though. I think this is what
We all do.
The smart thing he did was he borrowed. Because he borrowed from, like... So remember, this is what he said in one interview. At one point, he would just slam guys, go to the next move. It was Austin Idol who taught him this. Slam a guy, sell.
Absolutely. Yep.
And then he started making money.
Yep.
And then he did borrow a little bit from superstar Billy Graham.
100%.
In fact, most of it.
I mean, there's pictures where I would take superstar Billy Graham and show them to my kids, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's Hulk Hogan."
Right.
And they're like, "No, it's not," because they literally looked alike.
Right. Similar, yes, but Hogan was a little more blockier. But
Yeah.
he was selling off the fact that he had the world's biggest arms, and we all bought that. I mean, I bought it. I'm like,
Of course, yeah,
that's
right,
that guy.
right.
Road Warriors were good. See, that's the thing. Road Warriors did the same thing for tag teams, because for a long time, no offense, they were getting like boring and stale. When Road Warriors came in, they would just throw and destroy people. Right.
They were bouncers. They just came in and just
Roy.
beat you up and then walked out free.
Yeah, they'd be like the Midnight Express, like Cornette. Midnight Express did something. And then the Road Warriors would come out and destroy them. And there wasn't wrestling, it was just brawling and throwing.
Brutality.
Yes, exactly. Bouncers too.
Yeah.
Knew how to fight. Demolition. That's another one.
Oh yes.
Demolition was a great tag. Did they ever go against each other?
They did.
Demolition versus Road Warriors?
Yes, absolutely. They've had some matches. Look them up.
It was after SummerSlam of '90.
Not for WWF though.
No, because it was. But that's when I know those two. They went against each other, but it was mostly Crush because that's when Axe was starting to get sick.
I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was you that showed me. Someone showed me in the last few days where Hawk versus Smash
Yeah.
over in Japan.
Okay.
One-on-one match.
Cool.
Yeah, in Japan. And they were crazy over going against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just them two going at it.
But they were all good friends too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they lived in the same area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
They
yeah.
were
Barry Darso was
They were trained
friends
by
with them,
Sharky.
and then House of Pains were friends with
Yeah.
the Road Warriors. They all were in the same.
Have you ever seen
Region.
Warlord? Terry, or was it Warlord? He was
Yeah.
Warlord and Barbarian.
Yep.
Warlord's so big it's ridiculous.
Still.
Like, yeah. So, true story. At the Minardi's gym, he took 200 pounds, right, on the Olympic bar, and curled it to 30.
Jeez, no, come on. For real?
Okay.
That is
I
sick.
did not see it.
You have to remind me. I'm bringing them in for a signing in May.
Wow.
So I got to meet Barbarian, not the Warlord, but the Barbarian. Yeah, I'm friends with him. They're my buddies.
What's up, Barb?
And Haku, I got to see them a few times, and I've got a great. He's my buddy. I love him to death. He lets you know if he don't like you. And so the first time I ever got to meet them, I was the hired gun up in Illinois for SICW, Herb Simmons' promotion. And I got out there, and it was a Central States Heavyweight Championship. And me and Bobby D just put on a flat banger, man. And I was new up there, and I was still green, but they were helping me develop so well. And I get to the back, and they look over to me, they're like, "Hey, white boy." "Yes, sir. Come over here and have a beer." You don't tell Haku you're not going to go out there with Haku.
Yes, sir.
Or Barn. And they're like, "Sit down here and talk to me," right? And I get over there, and he gives me this handshake. And he walks at, his hands and fingers are all just jacked up from the years of wrestling. He gets in there and he shakes it hardcore. Someone got a picture of it and gave me the talk. And he says, "Whatever you do, don't worry about your friends, don't worry about your family. You need to go now, because once you get to the top, they'll be there." And he just gave me the talk, and someone got a picture of it, and I said, "Yes, sir," And I went and found a corner and cried.
Yeah.
Like a big baby, because someone that I saw as a kid watching him with Andre the Giant together, and Haku was just something so memorable to me to have that moment, and I've got that moment captured forever.
That's so awesome.
And it just meant the world to me, that somebody that I looked up as a kid saw something in me that I never thought someone would see.
So I got a story that runs right alongside what you said. When I was a little kid, I'm old, but back in the day when 1960, when the Batman shows on with Adam West, okay, so I was a little kid. I loved Batman, everything Batman, right? And so my dad took me to a circus where Adam West was going to come and appear. And so Adam West was walking by, my dad's 6'4", he's all like me, and he took me to surf me across all these people. I touched Adam West and I broke out in hives. I was so excited.
Wow.
I mean, it was something I never forget. Well, last night, and this has happened before, a guy came up, or Saturday night we were wrestling, a guy came up with some DVDs of the American Gladiators, original ones, and he was like, "Could you sign this for me, Malibu? Oh my gosh, when I was a kid, I loved you, you were my favorite, I can't believe I'm meeting you." And he was so excited. I go, I know exactly how that guy felt. Just like when I touched Batman, that's how he felt. And to me, that's what's exciting about what we do, man. We put some love and happiness and joy in people's lives. And that's what this is all about, helping people. And I mean, they could be going through all kinds of tough times, but just for a moment, for a couple of hours, they get away from all the insanity, away from the pain and suffering, and just get immersed in a story of these guys, warriors going at it. And they'll never forget it, just like you were talking about.
Yeah, I've got another kind of a cool story. It was like the first weekend I ever debuted as the hired gun down in Mid States Wrestling, and it was a It was a 2-day, it was a Saturday night and a Sunday matinee show. So I worked 2 days. And as I was going home that Sunday night, I got a message from a mom that had messaged me about her son and said that that was the first time in like a year and a half she saw her son smile watching me wrestle because his father had passed away. And
so powerful.
And it just literally like broke me in half because I didn't realize how much we impact people's lives.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they feel through us.
Yep.
And man, it put me in a different perspective as to be very careful how I carry myself outside of wrestling,
Right.
not just inside,
That's right.
to show compassion and things like that. So wrestling can be a very powerful tool if it's used correctly.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Very, very memorable for these young people. Absolutely.
Yeah, and actually the one word that I always use, and we talked about this, Joe, when I did the virtual signing back in March, the one word I use is magic.
Yes. Yeah.
Just the magic you see in people's eyes, the magic that that the wrestlers create for the fans, what the fans create the magic for them.
Right.
It's all full circle. Everybody helps each other out.
Right. Right. And that's true. You guys feel that, right? When you're wrestling, you feel the energy from the crowd.
100%, because that's what
It's
makes
incredible.
it addicting.
Yes.
That's what makes it addicting to feel like. So, I mean, Hired Gun's a heel, obviously, bad guy. But what if I come out and everybody's cheering for him?
Right. That's right.
Like crazy, and that's how it's always been with the Hired Gun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll get boos, yeah, but then I get more cheers than
They'll
boos.
raise their arm, they just cheer for the bad guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
It just blows my mind, man. It literally made me feel like all these people came to see me.
I don't have that feeling. I usually have Gary saying, "Listen, don't mess up, Jesus." God,
Will you just listen?
just listen to me. It's gonna be fine.
But a shout out to everybody that did work that Saturday event. Gary,
Everybody
Chris,
went off.
the superstars. You name them. The sound guy. Eric Stevens, the announcer. All the guest appearances with Malibu. You name it. Everybody that came, even the fans, they made that day a magical day.
Yes.
The veterans.
Yeah, the veterans.
The veterans.
Actually, so yeah, just to mention that, I forgot to mention. And again, First Responders Coffee Company is one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
Founded by veteran, first responders and stuff. Portion of proceeds go to first responders. Just to let you guys know, that whole production of that show is something that me and Darren are working on, where we're incorporating veterans to be a part of a live theatrical production. Pro wrestling is the best thing. In our color guard for the national anthem, you had representatives from the U.S. Army, Navy, and Marines. Luis Marrero, he was our photographer for that day actually as well. He was part of that. We had, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We had 3 military veterans wrestling on that card. Johnny Faith, Noah Straczynski, Jesse Neal, who was a survivor of the U.S. Skull attack. And there's more. There's going to be a BPW podcast. We have several people who are going to be a part of that. It was originally founded by Jerry Keefe. Jerry Keefe is a U.S. Army veteran. Mike Foley, U.S. Marine veteran, and Frank Church, who was a U.S. Army veteran, Desert Storm veteran. He's an engineer and went through some stuff in the Desert Storm. Again, everything has been built based on military and first responders. I was a former career firefighter for several years, EMT. So we're trying to bring back community. That's what pro wrestling used to be about. And too many times you see pro wrestling, it's about ego.
Yeah.
And they don't help the audience and they don't help the wrestler.
That's right.
Too many promotions don't treat the fans well at all. This is the promotion where we want to treat the fans well. And we don't want to call fans a part of us.
Yes.
I mean, you can go spend your money at a WWE event, but how much can you get personal with all the talent?
You can't. Good point.
You can come to one of our shows, see a legend, get personal, see one of the stars, get up close and personal, pick their brain, things like that. You don't get to do that stuff at WWE. They're real locked off, man. You got to pay a huge amount to get access.
And we and as the sponsor, my EM Collectibles, I put on the Fan Fest 2 hours before the event. We had everybody show up for the Fan Fest. Nobody missed the Fan Fest.
Nope.
Whoever went to the Fan Fest stayed for the event. So we were sold out before the event.
Yep.
And that was, like I said, a magical day where we got to have the fans go up and meet and greet with every single superstar, every single person on that team.
And
You got to meet.
We're going to be airing that. I guess it's going to be airing on the Yakuza network, East Coast USA TV network, and that'll be happening shortly. And the VFW, by the way, which we should give a big shout out, is VFW Post 10209, and Edward Arnold Drive in Spring Hill, Florida. They were amazing. They really were. The commander was amazing. The staff was amazing. So VFW Post 10209, Spring Hill, Florida. Thank you very much for letting us have the show. And we're looking forward to having more shows there and other places. So very good.
Yes.
Very well.
Yep, we did very well that day. And we also did a 50-50. And it went to Veterans Florida.
Yes, Veterans Florida.
And we raised we are going to donate $200. That was the jackpot for the 50-50. And we will be donating that very soon. Part of these sales are going to that as well. We just want to make sure we do one giant donation all at once. So after all these virtual signings, we will be sending out the donation to them, and we will, hopefully within the next couple weeks. So we're at 200 right now. We need to gain more to help the Veterans Florida, and that goes to. So Veterans Florida helps with.
Veterans Florida is a 501c3 nonprofit, and what they do is they're actually doing a very similar thing that me and Darren are trying to do is they take individuals and teach them skills and help find them jobs in Florida. So what Darren and I are doing with Better Pro Wrestling is we're trying to take individuals, yes, obviously veterans and first responders, that's our kind of our focus, but even pro wrestlers, and try and guide them. Darren had several ways of helping when we were doing promos and explain to wrestlers that don't get proper acting lessons how to cut a promo. Like, that's the thing we're trying to build. The Florida veterans, they help a lot of veterans out in the state of Florida, and that's what's great about them. Is, they help them find employment. They help them. I do believe they have programs in helping them with their benefits as well. But yes, we will be donating to them.
Awesome. Because you knew more about the sponsor. I know we all work together, but you are a big person to find the sponsors and the charities that we want to work with.
Yeah.
And we vet them very close. We make sure that they are legit. We make sure that they are fully registered just to help the real charities that are out there, because there are some that are not, that they're out there, but we want to make sure that it's to a good cause and not just any cause. Let's see. Any other questions?
Yeah, so it's veteransflorida.org. If you guys want to find out more, and definitely support them. You know, we're trying to demonstrate also wrestling again is a very positive thing. It's not negative at all. The problem that makes it negative is the wrong people get involved.
Yep.
The wrong promoters, people with power trips, people that just want to destroy people's souls. That's not what we're about. We want to build people. We want to take somebody that has maybe a little bit of talent and develop their talent to something that's like massive. I mean, it's just about guidance too. So.
I think our formula also is about leading through serving. So we're servant leaders. So we're raising, when Joe or Chris are teaching these guys about wrestling or whatever, we're about leading them, but we're also serving them. It's not lording over them, not having a power trip. And I think that's the biggest key to any success, is when you're out there building a cohesive team of people that really care about each other. And if I can do my best to build him up, and he does his best to build him up, and it goes around full circle, everybody wins. Everybody wins in a situation like that. So I think that's one thing that makes us very, very special and stands us out above and beyond a lot of other organizations and wrestling manufacturers.
No, I agree with you. Absolutely agree with you on that. Because you deal with people all the time with like even in film, you deal with like people that are like negative and all that stuff, and you know that's just it. I mean, I've dealt with very bad casting directors, I'm sure. And in sports, yeah, you deal with coaches that can be. It's like they maybe failed at the sport itself, and they just become a coach because they want to be a part of something, and maybe they didn't fulfill something, and instead they just take it out on you. And I've seen too many film directors that are like that, and I've seen seldomly too many coaches like that too. Outside of that, some of them are just dumb. So, which goes back to the wrong people getting charged of things. I always see it like karate dojos. There's always that sensei that just has this like massive power trip. So I just, but in any event, yeah, I mean, positive thing. Everything's very positive. Things are good, and we're gonna be having another show soon. But I have to get going. But you guys can stay. I gotta get going for. I think Gary wants me to go to his house and talk about something. But
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. You know how it is.
No. Good seeing you guys, everybody.
So we're down to 2. Let's see. Would you guys like to? Oh, nobody can't forget this Malibu poster. Look at all these wonderful photos. Let's see. So, what are some of the movies that you were that you played in, and some of the other roles other than Mortal Kombat?
Sure. So I actually kind of started my career at Universal Studios playing Conan the Barbarian in the live Sword and Sorcery Spectacular up there. And from there, I was actually filming That's on the Upper Lot, and then the lower lot, I would go down and film American Gladiators, and that's kind of how I started. And then from there, I've been on shows like Walker, Texas Ranger. I did a guest spot at Curb Your Enthusiasm, about 20 national commercials, some of the bigger movies, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, and of course Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and in Mortal Kombat with Roddy Piper, and a bunch of really cool B films. I've kind of starred in 5 different B films, which have been a blast. Had a lot of fun in those things, and just a bunch of TV stuff, movies for the last 30 years. I just actually finished a movie in Kansas City where I got to play a vampire, which was totally fun. That's the 4th time I've done that, which is great. And so, yeah, it's just been a wonderful, wonderful time, wonderful career, and I've been super blessed and very thankful to be in a situation where I've been able to do something I love so very much.
Nice. All right, here's going to be one crazy question for you guys. Because with me, I'm fit, but I can't fit in my pants. You guys are really fit for your age, and I'm a lot younger than you guys, how do you stay so fit?
Oh man.
See, I knew you weren't expecting this question.
Yeah, you threw me a curveball. Well, I've had to really actually work out super hard, especially like the last 8 months, because my wife is an amazing cook, man. She feeds me some of the most delicious food ever. So I've been in the gym training hard. I do it in a lot of ways, not only for looks, but because I need to keep my body in shape. And I found out the more that I work out, the healthier I am, the stronger I am, the more flexible I am. So I've had that lifestyle for the last 30 years. I've had a lot of injuries, so that have sidelined me a couple of times. Had a couple of hips surgeries, a couple of knee surgeries, a broken neck, broken back. So the best thing to do a lot of times you get injured, you get right back in the gym or get back to walking, whatever it takes, because your body will heal faster. So to me, that's just part of my life. It's been an important part of my life for a long time. And I'm super thankful to do it. Of course, I got to tell you, when I met you guys at the airport and I looked at Joe, I felt like a stick figure all of a sudden. He's this monster of a guy, man. But so, anyways, yeah. The nice thing is that when I saw him, I go, I got to go back to the gym and train.
Oh man, it's it is a struggle the older you get to stay in shape. The easiest part for me was the fact that I was an offensive lineman for playing arena football for 15 years, so I had to always be in shape and be ready, because the older I got, I didn't want the younger guy to take my spot.
Right.
So I had to try to make sure that I could bench over 400 pounds and that I could crack concrete and move a man against his will by any means necessary. And so whenever I switched over to professional wrestling, I realized that my flexibility isn't as well as it should be for movements in the ring for certain moves. And so I had to cut weight and shape and look more like a professional wrestler instead of a world's strongest man.
Right.
And I learned that salt is not my friend. Sugar is not my friend. And it's a complete lifestyle change, not just for a short while, but that's a for life thing. You have to constantly stay on as the older you get. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. Hell, I could be in the best shape of my life and have a heart attack walking out the dang door. You just never know. But you really have to be in really great physical shape to be in a wrestling ring, because I mean, it's not like any other sport. Your body's constantly moving 100% of the time.
Right.
And it's not just you're exploding for 6 seconds and then going back to a huddle or going to the sideline taking a time. There's no timeout.
Right.
There's no timeout. So it's you got to be mentally ready, which is draining, physically ready, and just emotionally. And then on top of that, you have to cater to the fans at the same time, keeping everybody safe.
Yeah.
So there's so much involved, and it's a 15-minute match is very draining, emotionally and physically and psychologically. So you gotta kind of, it's almost like you're on edge the whole time. And it's just like the other night, getting ready for this show, I was nervous as all get out. I felt like when it was the first time I ever came out to a wrestling ring, because I've not gotten to wrestle one person with higher caliber, other than Brian Idol, and it was one of those things where it was a big deal for me wrestling for an NWA type championship. Like none of my other friends around that's been working have done anything like that yet. And I actually got to wrestle Eric Rowan a little over a year ago in Oklahoma. Redbeard from WWE, part of the White Six.
Yeah.
That was one massive dude.
Oh, really?
I mean, he's standing up. I'm looking at his waist.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yeah, and that dude did a double drop kick through the ropes between me and another guy. We hit the floor and slid about 6 feet under the rail into the fan's legs. Looking up, like,
Oh my God!
dude even gave me his skull slam. Like, it's not a choke slam. He just grabs you by the skull, picks you up, and slams you. Which that guy is just amazingly talented. And you have to, with wrestling, you have to stay in shape as best as you can, because you never know what you're going to be called for.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like with acting. You know, you never know what they're going to call you for.
Yep. That's. I got a quick question. Here.
Yeah.
When you're beat and you do match after match after match, day in and day out, it's got to be so tough for you to get fired up again when you're so beat down, you're injured. Because I know you've wrestled injured before. And
Oh, yeah.
out there. How do you get yourself up for something like that? I mean,
I've got this crazy mentality because, like, whenever I blew my knee out, and
That's what I was thinking.
meniscal dissections and things like that, I would go right back into the gym the next day. There for a while, I had a problem with my right hip wanted to go out, and I went in and had it put back in, and I had a show that very next week, and I just had it put back in, and I thought, wow, if I do this next match, I might be in trouble. Well, I got in there and I got a guy up on my shoulders and spun him through the air and come down. And sure enough, I put my hip right back out again. And I wrestled the whole match with my hip out and finished it. Went home that Monday, went back to the chiropractor again, had him put back in. And I mean, it has been great ever since. You know, I did a pelvic reset that I'd seen online, which was amazing because it popped and reset on the side I was having hip problems. Never had another issue, but there's a lot of times we just have the mentality of we have to go do this. Are we hurt or are we injured?
right.
You know, can I get through this? Yeah, I've played a football game with a blown knee before. You know, this is, and I think about the legends and stuff that's came before me, and go, I'm sure that they've wrestled with a lot worse than what I'm dealing with, and I'm one of those people that I do not like to miss a booking. If I'm telling you I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. If I'm taped up with like sticks and band-aids and wraps, I'm going to be there. I'm taped together. I'm going to be there.
Yeah,
You know, and that's been my mentality even through arena football.
Sure.
You know, like I never missed a game. You
Yeah,
know, and so
that's awesome, man. I mean, it's so impressive.
It's
so impressive.
mind over matter, I guess. You know. Yeah. Are you hurt or are you injured?
I love that.
So we do have, so he did show up. I didn't want him to show up. I didn't think he was going to take the invite. But none other than Joe Helms' stablemate. Nobody can stand him.
I can. Kind of a cool guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I threw him out. I fired him.
Yeah.
What's he doing here?
You threw me out, and I cracked my stick right across someone's face, right there. There you go.
Yep. That's the Russian Manimal Volkov.
There you are. Okay. All right.
I can smell you from here.
No. And I see you, Mr. Malibu. Better act like Joe DiMaggio. He's ducking me. 45 suspensions. Yes, I 45. Mr. Joe DiMaggio. I'm going to break your 56. Let this stick across his head. Hiya!
You've been thrown out 45 different
Banned,
matches in a row.
suspended. Yes.
Oh my.
Yes, I am living the American dream. Hoo-ha! And I have things to auction off for your charity. Me and my comrade Drago. Drago, do you hear me? Can you hear me, Drago? Yes, he is Soviet heavyweight champion right there. He is a supreme athlete like me. Look at him. Not like you star-spangled butt kickers. So we have, I don't know why you left. Why you left? So it's right here. You have, see this? See this? You have Russian Manimal Volkov right there. Russian Manimal Volkov. And the real Drago. Not the fake one, Like you, Mr. Dolph Lundgren. Silly man, you with your blonde hair. And another one, right there. So whoever wants this, you can have this for how much, Mr. Mo?
Let's see. The first one, I will let you decide.
Something with 99 at the end, because you Americans like $9.99 or $15.99, $4.99. Some of you Americans like 69. I don't know. Why is he laughing? It's the truth. Now you see this one. You see this? This is my idol. I put it on my nightstand. I pray. I go, no, yeah. And this is. Why you laugh? This is. Stop laughing. Not funny. This is Nikolai Volkov. He is like a saint in my country. You see, he says USSR. See? That's when we were supreme, which we still are. We were red, white, and blue before you were. You're not even old, you're brand new. You don't even know anything. Let you experience a plague or five. You only had one war. We had five. Five before the 90s. We invented war. It's wonderful. That's what we did for fun.
I hear it helps the economy.
Yes. We sit down. We have little fun.
But you make crappy cars.
You make crappy submarines, and you make crappy military weapons. That's why we won. So then, hold on. You see this? You see this? I was managing the Rio Drago. Rio Drago, you hear me? Remember when I managed to? And I took that skinny man and broke this across his face. The Russian way. Oh, Drago will sign this for you all too. Just let me know. This is on my nightstand. If you want to buy it, it's $145 because it's near my nightstand and it is a holy relic.
Hey, that's the 99 like America.
$149.99. Thank you, Mr. American, sir. $149.69. You know you. Tiffany. No, she wants me out when I found out things. Oh, boy. So,
You get a shot?
anyway. So, let's talk about, what do you want to talk
I
about?
had that.
Sing.
Let's talk about Joe DiMaggio.
Oh, God.
He's a great American hero.
Let me tell you something. I told you about you. I used to work in the mines of Siberia. And I prayed one day I would find you and destroy you and break you. Because I will break the 56 right there. You keep ducking me. I will go to the Baseball Hall of Fame and find you. Because you're famous and it's a whore. So, do we have any business? No. I'll keep talking.
Now your partner's chiming in.
Yes, sir. I love you, Mr. Drago.
He's saying all these Americans are cheap.
Exactly.
Oh,
They are cheap people.
Oh,
Especially Tiffany, but I like her.
wait, that $149.99, is that Russian or is that American?
Who says this?
A couple customers, they're trying to figure out if they have to pay in Russian, in the Russian dollar or the U.S. dollar.
Russian, so that means it's about 4 cents American.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, you. Excuse me, you. I have an extra stick, Mr. Man.
Okay.
All right, so I will say this. How about this? Let's say if you are willing to pay $149.99, or I tell you what, I'll give it, since you're Americans, I know you're communists, but I'll give it a good $50 for all of these things. So you get the relic, you get the Russian relic, Mr. Ivan Koloff right there. So Nikolai Volkov. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Nikolai. I'm so sorry. I didn't deceive you. I'm sorry. Come on. Sorry about this. You get Nikolai Volkov. Okay, for $50, you get Nikolai Volkov. You get this used stick that we used to crack one of your silly American people in a match. Then you
Signed.
It is signed by Drago, so there's more value in me. Okay. You want to sign one? He will sign it too. For the $50, you get everything here. You get everything here. A one-time deal. $50. Not bad. Not bad at all.
$50, not $50.99.
I keep on going higher. I keep on higher. Higher. 50. How about this? 49, 69. Because you're American. And you like 69 or 99. Now, Mr. Helms, would you sign one of these for these Americans? Because this is going to a good cause. And that's why I'm here, for a good cause. But I swear to God, if you bring it up one more time, I'm going to lose it. And this poor gentleman will have to kick me off the show. Don't do it. Don't, not.
You just gotta watch what you say. He is the VPW commissioner.
You already suspended me from throwing that man who shouldn't have been there, but he had to be like, I know. Okay, what do we have?
Let's see. Now they're asking, who is your favorite opponent?
Pony?
Yeah.
Pony, yes. Who's your favorite pony?
My Little Pony.
Yeah, my little pony.
We did the ponies.
Opponent! Get the wax out of your ears.
We invented wax. Thank you. My favorite opponent?
Electricity.
Favorite opponent. My favorite person to destroy ever was this goofball named Goofy Grappling Greg. Grappling Greg, you goofball.
Captain Crunch?
No, this is true. Look his goofy head up. His name's Greg Sparks. He's in Connecticut. Grappling Goofy Greg. I hear you and I see you. And I broke your back, and you know that. He got all that and stuff. Because he got his Mr. American dream. But Grappling Greg goofball. And then some goofy man named Santiago. Oh, I threw in the air, and he flew like a wings of a dove.
Oh, actually, these are some shots fired. Oh, you want me to say it?
I know.
Ooh, I don't know. Whoa, this is from the Rewind Society.
Man,
Oh, the opponents.
really? I remember going against you in that really crummy promotion, which I believe you were on a card with me. Yes, the Doggy Dog promotion, which was Doggy Doo-Doo. And they paid the Doggy Doo-Doo. What did they want to know, Mr. Rewind?
Oh, it's not what they want to know. It's what you need to know.
What do you want to know? Rewind.
They said,
What?
you Russian gangsters. Oof, I don't think I can. Oh,
Let me see.
He needs it, spank him.
oh.
What he said.
The Russian gangsters, come January 24th, will be demolished and wiped from the company for good.
No, I can't destroy you. No, you can't see this. You can't see this.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you dare bring that joke to my jaw. Don't you dare do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
I should wipe you out right now. I should get you.
What?
might as well.
No.
Oh,
No.
Yes.
No.
You've had enough.
No.
Enough.
And you're kicking me off the show?
You're gone.
Am I banned from EM?
I can't take
Collectibles?
Yeah.
yes.
Hit the road, Jim.
2 for 1.
What?
2 for 1.
56 is on my way? I am now 46. You're gone, Joe DiMaggio. I break your record purposely. I love him. He's so good. And I hate you, but I love him. I love you, Tiffany. Bye-bye.
He is not a very well man. Sorry, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, he was not. He is not normal.
Didn't he just get out of the asylum tonight or something? I think he's on the
Yes, because I wanted a cool guest on here, but I guess
You went bottom barrel this time.
I did.
I'm telling you.
I was so desperate, and
You must have been.
he worked for that 69 cents. Oh, but thank you guys so much for all your support. I will have these listed up on the website. We will have some extra 8x10s for sale. We have this event poster completely signed by everybody that was on the card, minus Marsha, which she couldn't make it. Thank God. Another Russian gangster that didn't need to show up. Then we got all these 8x10s. We got some of the silverback, the hired gun. We got this one. Yep, we got this hired gun. And then we have all of these Malibu 8x10s. We will have some up for sale. Do you guys have any last words to say to everybody?
Hey, I want to say this. I want to thank you guys for coming out and joining us live tonight. It was absolutely awesome. I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart for the Manimal's disgusting performance tonight. I mean, every time he gets up there, it's nothing but diarrhea of the mouth. I apologize. Okay, you don't have to smell what comes out of that when he's talking. But anyways, I want to thank my man right here. He's my hero. And thank you guys, because truly you guys make this all matter. And we love you. Thanks a lot.
All right, guys, don't forget about First Responders Coffee and Cigar Company. You know, order these. This goes to a good cause.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you all. We'll see you real soon.